Would you believe Peyton Manning has been hanging out in Longmont for the last few months? All right, not the actual quarterback, but a larger-than-life version being sculpted right now by hand by a local artist. Before he's inducted into the Hall of Fame or the Ring of Fame, the Broncos star is getting a different kind of honor. After months of painstaking work, soon everything from Peyton's face to his football will be good enough to eat.
I've spent about 350 hours on this.
Perfection takes time.
There's about 20 hours left.
Practice.
Most of what I'll be doing is cleaning up some of the different features on the face.
Patience.
Okay.
Longmont sculptor Tim King learned all of that from, of all people, Peyton Manning.
Really, it's what he does for the whole community in general.
And not just the quarterback on the field.
It's a big sculpture. It's about 130% life size.
But the 300-pound Peyton Manning standing right here in his art studio.
This is the largest sculpture that I've ever done.
Crafted entirely from clay.
A lot of this is oil. So it's basically like a baby oil. So it feels good on your fingers. It's kind of sticky.
Everything from that signature smile to the laces on his football.
The sculpture is actually more about the man in Manning than the game. So there's a lot of quotes, a lot of things from his family, different references to his education and his career.
A year-and-a-half-long project so that all of this can soon be covered in, of all things, chocolate.
The next step after I'm finished is going to actually be to chop it into pieces. And up in Loveland, we'll have a mold made and there'll be rubber poured all over this. And then chocolate will be put over top of the first casting, which is going to be made out of resin.
The chocolate bust of Peyton Manning will be displayed at Chalktoberfest, an annual chocolate festival in Broomfield in September. But King is going to keep the mold so he can bronze this sculpture and sell a few and have them on display.
I would love to see it in a public place. You know, his fans or even people that don't know him very well could interact with it and learn a little bit more about him.
A tribute to the man who taught him that perfection takes time and practice and patience, and not just on the football field.
The messages in the sculpture really point back to Peyton being a team player and a great leader.
Looks pretty good, doesn't it? I mean, he did a good job.
It looks good.
And he's so detailed that he was actually looking at pictures of the neck scar that Peyton has from the surgery so he could get that scar right. So he's that detailed for sure.
And it's going to be made into chocolate.
So, yep, they'll make it into chocolate. It'll be on display at Chalktoberfest, which is at the Omni Interlochen in Broomfield in September. And then he, again, wants to bronze a few, maybe 5 or less, sell those, hopefully. Big price tag, like 50 grand or so.
Wow. Give one to Peyton, maybe.
Yeah, that'd be nice, right? I'm sure he'd do that.
September's a quiet weather month. I might have to load up Pinpoint Weather Tracker and take a ride up there
Have
myself.
some chocolate.
We'll go live standing next to a chocolate Peyton
Have
Manning.
a bite of Peyton's ear.
All right.